Welcome back. Post game, Michael Brooks here, of course, with the team and crew. Artesia Balthrop. Artesia.
Hello. I'm definitely glad to be with you guys. This was the highlight of my day. If I could find a highlight today, knowing that I would be able to chat with you guys and connect with you and dialogue was definitely a hurrah.
So, definitely likewise. And I definitely miss our pre-quarantine hangout sessions where we figure it all out. But how are you? Talk to us. What's going on? How are you taking this all in?
Well, you know what? I thought this morning, lucky for me, I think I got this down to a routine. I'm like, if I cry in the morning, like at the top of the day, I have space to work through all the rest of my emotions and eventually get to productivity. So like I figured that out before this week and probably last week, and I'm glad I did, because that's been a very helpful tip for, going through the day and riding the wave of so many things to feel at once. So I think you should all try it, cry at the top of the day, get that out the way, and then get to strategizing and dialoguing and building with folks for the rest of the day. So that's where I am. That's how I feel. Or that's just at the top right now of what's happening with me.
Do you think I don't know if we should try this. I'm really hesitating, but I'm wondering if you should take your earbuds off and just speak into the mic.
Oh.
That might sound better. People used to complain when I used the earbuds all the time, and now I'm starting to understand them.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, see, I think that's
have
better.
A button that says.
I think that's better. Do you guys think that's better?
No, but I can't. I have to switch the audio that I'm. Oh,
I mean, we can hear you. You're good. I hear you.
But I can't hear you guys.
Oh, you can't hear me.
Yeah, I can't. I can barely hear you. You're on my earbuds, so I don't know.
Okay. All right. Forget it. Stay on the earbuds. My bad.
Okay.
I was just trying a little real-time production here.
Oh. Actually, I got it.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, so this is actually very holistic. So get up, cry, get in your body, and then spend the rest of the day strategizing, protesting, working, doing whatever it may be. But you have to clear out in the beginning.
I have to clear it out in the beginning. And I'm not, I don't want anybody watching this to think that I'm one of those kind of people before this moment. I wasn't.
No.
Only my siblings really know how to make me cry by saying, the simplest of things. I was not that kind of person, but I have gotten to that place. Since quarantine, since protests, and just all of it in the last couple of months. I've gotten to that. Daily cry is very helpful. Get it out the way. Some days it's a couple minutes, other days, anything can set you off. But I try to keep it at the top of the day.
You're somebody, though, who's always been able to see multiple playing fields at once. You do have one of them, you're extremely strategic. I mean, as someone who legit in so many situations sees avenues that not everybody necessarily sees, but like in a grounded way, not in a fantasy way, in a very real way, do you, amidst the horror we're in, but also some of the real surge of energy, it's very good that Americans show that they're not so docile in and of itself, I think. I know.
Yep.
What do you see? I mean, is there anything that you see positive? Any pathway forward you see that could be good?
Today, I started a little confused because, today was supposed to be, Blackout Tuesday, and that didn't go so well.
No.
A lot of people, that didn't go so well at all. And,
no.
the people, folks with really good intentions, some of whom I like got to see through the work had, some really good intentions, but that, just not great strategy today. So saw that roll out. But one of the things that I arrived at this morning after dialogue with so many different folks, and like you said, just a vast lanes, some community organizers, folks in media, my mom, my family, like talking to a lot of people, I was reminded of the importance of coalition building. And I think what's happening right now, or what needs to happen in order for like a path forward, and that I see, and I'm very positive about it, is that people are realizing the coalition may have to include some folks you don't, like all the time. But
that's called the coalition.
Yeah, that's what it is. But sometimes we kind of forget that. We throw that out the window. Believe that people have to, we all have to be on the same page, check all the boxes. And I'm like, nah, at this point, we all agree that this shit is really fucked up. And if you agree with that, like, let's get to work. And a lot of people are like, I agree with that. And I'm like, okay, well, let's get to work. So that is, a little bit of positivity. I think a lot of people want to get to work, from what I'm hearing and how I'm engaging and fellowshipping at the moment. A lot of people want to get to work. So I'm with it. Let's go.
What about, could you talk about your own, just lifelong New Yorker, you've lived in different places in Brooklyn. What is your, is the NYPD, is what it is, or is it something that has shifted and changed in conjunction with what Giuliani did to the city, with what Bloomberg did to the city, with different ways of hyper-capitalism in the city? Like, what is your historical perception of the NYPD?
God, I know on this show, you've discussed, so many people have discussed just like historically what the police are and what they've grown out of. So I just feel like whether I'm a New Yorker or a resident of Los Angeles or Atlanta or any, big city, we all have the same relationship to the cops. I think in my experience, in my personal experience in New York City, it is what it is. It is everything that we all talk about it to be. It is stop and frisk before it was stop and frisk. It was shoot, Black people before George Floyd or, anybody else, or Amadou Diallo. And I have lived through this with the NYC for quite some time. And, right now, I think we're all trying to figure out new tactics, right? Because we've just lived through it so much. I have lived through it so much. So where I am grasping right now to understand is what else are we supposed to do? But my entire life I've lived through this with the NYPD. My entire life, my mom's entire life, with the NYPD. This is generational at this point.
Yeah. And as we're talking, I can hear the helicopters outside of my window.
I wasn't sure if you could hear them in the background of your house or my house, because we have.
You just watched a Michael Brooks show video. Subscribe to get them all. Why wouldn't you? Don't be foolish. Click subscribe below and become a patron as well. Patreon.com/TMBS. Thanks, everybody.